Alright friends, we're riding the Breakout, brand new bike by Harley. Well, I suppose it's a retool of an already existing Breakout. So there's that. Well, let's see how it handles. I've talked a lot of crap about like bikes like the Breakout, built more for style than performance. So let's see how it does. Let's see how badly we scrape the pegs. So obviously forward controls, they're not too bad though. I don't mind them. They're the seating position is very you know, kind of that like chopper feel. Maybe that's a good way to put it. But it's fine actually. It's more it's not meant to be comfortable theoretically, right? It's a kind of like lower slung chopper looking bike. It's pretty comfortable. Let's see how the suspension handles. That's my biggest gripe with a lot of these bikes. Listen, I know they're not meant to handle, and that's fine, but a lot of times they just have absolutely, completely uncomfortable suspension. So it's like, okay, it's not meant to handle. It's not really made to cruise at all comfortably. So then what is it good for, other than pure style, which is what it's made for? Well, let's see how this one is. This is a different bike, so we'll see. Let's see how this one is. Where are we going here, friend? Okay, we're gonna... Oh yeah, she actually is doing okay. It just handles like a bike with forward controls and a lot of no lean angle. We buried that peg right there, folks. Probably like 25 degrees, you know, nothing too great, but it's, again, not what it's made for. I just love riding these low slung bikes hard. They're a lot of fun. Good power. It's got the 114 or 117, kind of just your 117, so it's just your average, you know, average Harley motor. It really does a good job. They're pretty powerful. A little more vibration than I expected for the Softail platform. It almost seems worse than like a Lowrider S or ST. I don't know why. Maybe because the bars are closer to the trees. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, but okay. So, yeah. That was 90. I think rip's pretty good. I'm impressed. Very impressed. So the suspension is stiff because it's, you know, low suspension, but it's actually okay. The front end doesn't dive as bad as some of the Harleys of the past. God, they really made some terrible bikes with some terrible suspension. God, the lean angle, dude. I pulled out and I just buried the peg in the ground. I freaking gotta remember I'm not on my bike or the Lowrider S. I almost went in the other lane. Not really, but if I kept going, I would have. So, suspension. If you ride like an old Lowrider, Dyna Lowrider, like 07, 08, 09, that kind of era, I don't know. I never liked the way those bikes felt. This is kind of the same concept of bike, lower, longer, just cruiser motorcycle, but it still feels okay. Like, it still handles for what it is well. And I actually appreciate that. It's not this like, I don't know, maybe I have to ride one of those again. It's been a lot of years. I just remember feeling like I was riding a freaking dump truck. Like, it just didn't have any like positive qualities to it whatsoever. Whereas this feels nice for what it is. You know, and again, it's not made to be a freaking performance cruiser. It's just a bike. A bike to go riding on, cruise around on, looks cool. I can appreciate that. The new, it's really a testament. This bike is a testament to the new Harley Softail platform, because it really just like shows how good these bikes are. Because you can take a bike that's not really made to handle. I hit all the peg right there. You can take a bike that's not made to handle, it's just meant to look cool, and actually make it handle good enough and still look cool, and just be like a good, decent running bike. Like, that was my one gripe about Harleys for so many years. They were It's kind of the classic stuff, but they were legitimately slow unless you modified them. But more importantly, like, they had unnecessarily poor suspension. And not that this thing is anything fancy, but it's just decent. They got a little thicker fork oil or better spring rates, like whatever it is, I don't even know. But I don't just get on it and feel like I'm riding Jello. You know, and hey, some of the bikes might still feel that way. I don't know, some of the, like, a regular electric glide or something, I'm not even sure. It might feel that way, who knows, unless you've ridden one. But, you know, I just appreciate that it's at least, they're just the best version of themselves, more or less, if that makes sense. So yeah, you know what, not my style of bike, but I actually like this thing, and I get why somebody would buy this. It's a cool looking bike, and it's just a good, like, boulevard cruiser. You're down in Florida, you know, you're not trying to bang twisties, like, what do you need a freaking Lowrider S or ST for? Hop on this thing, go to the beach, wearing your flip-flops, you know? This is a cool bike for that. So what the heck, why not? With that being said, I think that'll be all for this one. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. God bless America, and I'll see you in the next one.